Hey you guys, it's me, KTB, and today I'm going to be reviewing Cross My Heart and Hope to Spy, the second book in the Gallagher Girls series by Ali Carter. I'll read the synopsis to you and then I'll give you my review. There I was, Cammy the chameleon, the Gallagher girl who had risked the most sacred sisterhood in the history of espionage for a boy. But I was through with lying and sneaking around. I was going to be myself. Despite Cammy's best intentions to be a normal student, danger seems to follow her. Cammy and her friends must clear her name by discovering the truth about some mysterious guests. But this time, the stakes for Cammy's heart and her beloved school are even higher. In this book, you start to see kind of a transformation in Cammy's character, because in the first book she was pretty much seen as the comedian. Nobody really kind of saw her besides her roommates and friends, who kind of are both for means of clearing that up. But in this book she's starting to become a little bit more noticed, mostly because of what happened with Josh, the boy from the last book, and because from the first few pages she's being interrogated about her relationship with the boy in the last book, and people from her school start noticing her more. So even though she still knows the layout of the school and she still knows all the best hiding places, when it comes to actually being in kind of her day-to-day routine and going to class, people start noticing her and who she is, and you start to see kind of this progression with her character, which is always really nice to see. And it's always going to be a little bit more slower with series, mostly because it's going to be something over a set of books rather than over one book, and so there's always going to be less progression in terms of one book. But when you start seeing the differences from reading book 6 or book 2 or book 3 or whichever one you're reading, and then you go back to book 1, there's always going to be that difference, and you start seeing the difference between book 1 and book 2 in this second book, which is good. Yeah. And you know, it's always kind of going to be a challenge being at the school that Cammy is, which is what appealed to me. The fact that it was a boarding school for spies that wasn't seen as a school for spies but a school for snobs. And yeah, so having that kind of, you know, secret could do a lot to someone, especially when they've learnt so much by the time they're that age. It's always kind of good. They're going to see themselves as a little bit more mature, but it's still nice to see her learning and her friends learning, and things changing between her and her friends, and their relationship starts changing slowly but surely. And it's still a great series. I really wanted to. I'm glad I came late to this one, mostly because I got to read them in pretty quick progression. The 6th one wasn't quite out, but I could read the first 5 and I could get through them pretty quickly, which was always good. I like that. You know, just being able to read a set of books within such quick progression is always fun. And I enjoyed Ali Carter writes exceptionally well, and yeah, pick this book up. Pick the first one up. Read this series. It's a brilliant series. I thoroughly recommend it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next episode then, guys. I'll put the links down below for you, and as always, see you next time. Bye bye.